Hi everybody, and happy Friday to you today. It's a glorious day. It's a little bit rainy here today in Texas. Please, if you can, and you will, just extend your prayers, your thoughts, and your good intentions down into the Houston, Texas area. They are flooding and it is still raining again today. So all the way there and the surrounding areas and down to Galveston and the Gulf area. And I believe the storm is moving up north towards Louisiana, and believe me, they don't need any more rain. So if you could just extend your prayers, that would be greatly appreciated. I want to just talk to you today about family legacy. In fact, my blog post today on the power of a confident woman is about family legacy. And do you have a legacy that you've been thinking about? What is it that you want to leave behind for your family? I know that one of the stories that I told in my blog post is something that I began with my children when I used to tuck them in at night. And I would always tell them, I love you to heaven and back. And then later after that, I would always ask them, how much does mom love you? And they would say, to heaven and back. That's the right answer. And then after that, they began to tell me that. So when I write to them, text to them, when I have a conversation with them, it's always the ending is, this is how it is. I love you to heaven and back. And when my son writes to me, he writes, I love you to heaven and back, Mom. That's the thing. That is our thing. One of the legacies that I want my children to always remember, to pass on to each other, to pass on down within our family line, because that helps me know and gives me comfort that when I have passed on from this bodily image and gone on to my next phase of living, and that is in spirit, I know that in the heaven of my children's heart, they know that wherever I am loving them to heaven and back. I am loving them right where they live. And I know that they are loving me as well. Love is the most powerful thing in the universe. Love is something that is a legacy that is beyond anything material that we could ever leave behind. So this is something that has become so important. It started back when I was in my 30s and raising my children by myself. And it became really, really important for me to let them know just the height and breadth and width that my love is for them, something that God always wants for us to know and understand about the God of the universe, that my love is that big for my family, for my children. That's how important they are. Those words are meaningful for them now, but how much more meaningful will they be when I have gone on from this bodily life and into the next phase of my metamorphosis and the next part of my life. So anyway, something to think about, something that goes beyond the physical and material realm of life. I know that we often think about wills and we think about property or what we might leave, like life insurance and things that might make their lives a little bit easier, but I want things also to be something that is lasting, that will not be something that fades away over time, but something that will last a lifetime, in fact, from heaven and from here to heaven and back. That's how much I love them. So one thing that I always write on my blog is that I'm loving you from here. So if you read The Power of a Confident Woman, which I suggest that you do because it's free to subscribe. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. If you do, you can hang out with me, make a comment if you want. But one thing I always end it with is, I'm loving you from here. And the reason I got that and how I got that is I now live 2,000 miles away from my children. And I want them to always know that I'm loving them from here. And wherever you happen to be also, and whatever you happen to be doing, wherever your life happens to be taking you, I am also loving you from here. My messages come from spirit, they come from God, they come from my heart, they come from experiences. Whatever happens to come to me, that's what I write about. And that's what the power of being confident is about, is being able to be transparent and to take your life experiences and put them into motion so that other people can benefit from them, or maybe even just question and ponder their own lives as a reflection of reading them. I don't have my little clicky thing that turns off my video right now, so you're gonna have to excuse my hand. That's the only way I could do it. But I want to just end this with a question. What kind of legacy are you planning to leave behind when you leave this human body in this human existence and go into spirit? What is it that you want to leave as a legacy in your family line? Let's question that today, and I hope that you come up with something very profound. If you don't come up with something, you are welcome to use the one that I have as well. And I am loving you from here, and I'm going to add, I'm loving you from heaven and back, and from earth to heaven and back. And I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. God bless you, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.